to Get Wrecked, a podcast about video games and pausing online games, because everyone knows we can do that.
Mom, I can't stop. It's online.
Mom says we have to find a game for 3 players.
That dumb bitch.
Oh, man.
You know what, real quick?
Did you just call my mom a bitch?
That's not true. I love your mom. Jackie Loudon is the best. No, you know what? I hate games that are 3-player.
Oh, you hate games that are 3-player?
There's only like 5 of them. But there are games out there that are 3-player, right? And I hate when they put those limitations on them.
Oh, like what?
Rampage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot about
Just
Rampage.
make it 4. That's the universal standard of multiplayer.
But there's only 3 characters.
Yeah, that's right. They would have to add a 4th character. Didn't they do a Rampage 2 that had like 6 characters?
They did a Rampage 2.
No,
Well, did they still limit it to 3 players, though?
The Rampage game that was on GameCube. Oh,
there was
so
one
much
on
fun.
GameCube? I
Yeah,
never played
there's
the
like
GameCube
50 different monsters you can unlock.
Oh.
It's
I
4-player.
I had the ones on the Nintendo 64, and I loved those.
They heard your cries, Evan, and they answered it.
They did.
And
Like-
then some.
15 years ago.
Wow.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Thank God. Yeah, I got to start speaking more things into the past, I guess.
Yeah, that was super effective.
Yeah, what's up? Welcome to the show. I am Evan, or Evan Brando Show on the internet.
I'm Dollar Bills. Nick Dollar Bills.
And I'm Garrett.
And that's a big problem. So here's the thing. We're getting all gussied up and ready for DreamHack Atlanta, which, for those of you who don't know, we're going to be having a pretty big presence at the old Rectify Gaming.
The old hack,
how big?
The old World Congress Center big.
I'm gonna hold up my hands, and listener, you picture me holding up my hands, and
Whoa.
yeah, pretty
That's
big.
pretty big.
Pretty big.
Stop me when I get there.
That's
Right.
like a
really?
That's like a big fish.
It's like a big.
It's a big fish.
Yeah,
like
Garrett.
a rainbow trout.
Yeah, Garrett, it's pretty big.
It's a good
yeah.
size. Really
Very
good
cool.
size.
So our fearless leader Ty Boy was like, "Hey, we're gonna get you guys some jerseys for the showroom."
For those of you who are frequent listeners, and every time we go to the bonus round, to the bonus stage, we talk about these jerseys. You're going to see us in these jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the jerseys that you've only heard about.
Mm-hmm,
And we're like, typically the esports thing and the gaming thing is to have your username, your handle on it, right?
Yeah, your handle, your CB radio handle.
Yeah, that's right. And I've been floating back and forth with mine with Sheriff Evan. I'm slowly making the transition to Evan Brando Show because I feel it represents my brand a little better.
Of course.
And yours is Dollar Bills.
I've been Dollar Bills since I realized my last name was Bills. and my middle initial is D.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my initials are Nicholas D. Bills.
Wow.
And so I couldn't not be Dollar Bills.
Yeah,
I almost
that's too easy.
Yeah.
It's like being born royalty, where it's like I'm like Jasmine in Aladdin.
Yeah.
It's like it's a gilded cage. It's amazing. Like right, like it's nice to have these decisions made for me.
Right.
But I never really had to. I never had a choice.
You've
either.
never struggled with
I've
it.
been Dollar Bills forever.
And I've had some bad names in the past as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, so my first, I shouldn't say this on the podcast.
Oh please do.
No,
You've come too far.
You guys respect me too much. I couldn't possibly.
Wait, hold up.
Wait a
Stop
minute.
the show. You think we respect you?
Too much, in fact.
Were you talking to us or the listeners?
All
Because
of them.
neither of us do.
Everyone respects me. It's everyone. All right, fine. My first name was, God, it's Akamichi Sora, which is a combination of my favorite Naruto character at the time and Sora from Kingdom Hearts smashed together. And that was at yahoo.com.
Was it hyphenated?
It was not.
Oh, man.
Nice.
There was I believe there was a little X, big X, and then a big X,
Okay.
little X.
Yeah.
course.
Any underscores? Or?
No underscores.
Oh,
not a
that's
one.
okay.
Still, yeah, you
Pretty
didn't have to
good.
use any numbers or underscores. I'd say that's a win.
Surprised it wasn't taken.
Right?
Yeah, because my first at Yahoo address had to be $17 at yahoo.com.
Right.
And that was
That's
upsetting.
There's 16 other Nick Billses?
Well, after I realized I couldn't get dollar bill standard, the 17 actually has significance because
because you're 17 years old.
At the time, no, this is I was considerably younger at this point, and this will surprise 0 people, but I am a nerd.
Oh.
And so when I was in school, I was a thespian.
Ooh.
And one year, like the first year, I got to go to the actual thespian like
Thescon,
awards.
right? The Thescon?
Not even that big. It was just like I got to go to like a local, like a very small regional awards show, and I was like on some things to win.
Yeah.
And we were table 17, and hence that's where the dollar bill 17 came from. It's like because every time someone from table 17 would win, we would all go crazy and chant 17 really loud.
Not that we're on the show, the hit show King of the Nerds. But if I were to give you one,
Sure.
because here's the thing: you said that was going to be. You said it was. You were like, it's nerdy, and I was expecting a nerdy reference, maybe. But what's more nerdy than an obscure reference that you expect people to get, or maybe even set up people to get, and you just make it so impossibly?
It's impossible to get.
And I love it. That is. You win the former TBS reality show King of the Nerds.
King of the Nerds. Yes.
Posthumously.
Yeah.
Because the show is dead.
We killed it.
I have since dropped the 17 as it was too arcane, and I'm trying to go a little more mainstream.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. So, Garrett, have you
So,
never
Garrett, what's your
had
handle?
an online handle?
I mean, I have, just not like currently.
You've got to have one. We got to get you one.
Yeah, so my name on RuneScape back in the Dizay, it was Stealth 86, but stealth was spelled with a 3 instead of an E.
That's pretty badass.
That's pretty dope.
I
Yeah.
think we can all agree
That's good.
that using 3s instead of E's is choice.
It's pretty fucking sweet, honestly. My gamer tag was Phoenix Gold 47 for a while.
Wasn't it a friend of yours though? Right?
No.
Oh.
No, it's from a video series. Phoenix Gold was a character in like a comedy video series that I liked in middle school.
Which one?
Do you know who Olin Rogers is?
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
who made Final Space on TBS.
Yeah.
It was, The Last Scene. It was a series that he did a long time ago.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not familiar, but I do know the fella.
Yeah, and 47 is my favorite number.
Ooh.
That's true. It's just phone
'cause
password.
It shows up. Don't give out my
I've only
iPhone
given up
password.
half of your phone password.
You gave out like a fourth of it. It's a lot of 47s. It's just 47 over and over.
Or it's the word a lotta and then 47.
Yeah. No, but currently I don't really have a gamer tag, and I don't know. I just feel too embarrassed with myself to come up with one.
Okay, well here's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
We could come up with a gamer tag for you. A couple maybe.
Oh no, shit!
Well,
I just thought of one.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
What?
Gumbo Daddy 95.
That's pretty good.
That is really good.
Let me type it in my username.
Just
taken.
hitting the fuck.
You can only get Gumbo Daddy up to 112. That's the lowest Gumbo Daddy that's available.
Yeah, there's 111 Gumbo Daddies.
I just checked. Actually, sorry, I just got a text message from Gumbo Daddy 14. He says we're playing a dangerous game.
He's like,
Oh shit! No,
he sent me a picture message of himself flipping all of us off, as you can see.
wow, that's a really big for a text message picture.
It's
That's
a big picture.
Yeah. Also, the perspective is really impressive.
Yeah.
It's a well-composed photograph.
Yeah, I think someone else took this. Is not a selfie, certainly.
No, he's got help. Maybe Gumbo Daddy 13 is there too.
I have a better idea. XX, the albino twins from the Matrix Reloaded. XX.
Pretty
Nice.
good.
That's probably available.
All one word.
I was thinking something more. What if we just call him like Blade Trinity?
Oh, Blade Trinity.
Yeah, that
How do
movie
you feel?
rules.
Yeah, it does.
Blade is cool.
Hey,
Yeah. How do you feel
Wesley
about...
Snipes doesn't pay his taxes.
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
taxes are
say-
theft. Hey, what's up? I'm a libertarian now.
Oh,
some
okay.
fellas just want to just ice skate uphill. That's a line from that movie. No one's ice skating uphill. It's not like an allusion to anything. He just says it.
He just
I can't
says it.
even ice skate downhill. So maybe not the Blade one.
All right. Well, so what makes it good?
So what about? Can I just loft
Yeah,
one out
please.
here?
Throw it.
What do you think about? And I'll admit I have a little bit of a selfish desire for you to pick this one.
Yeah.
Because I want you to pick up Gare Bear so that I can be one of the Gare Bear cousins.
It's
Oh.
been so Gare Bear. I have that. My mom used to call me Gare Bear.
Of course,
Okay.
I call you Gare
That
Bear.
was my first my Bell South email was Gare Bear 2
Well, maybe
at bellsouth.net.
It's time to bring back the Gare Bear.
The Gare
Yeah.
Bear.
Oh, and when you murk people, you can call it the Gare Bear stare.
The Gare Bear stare.
Pretty good,
Hit him with
right?
the Gare Bear
Yeah.
stare.
Or if you have
So,
a flamethrower, it's the Gare Bear flare.
Ooh.
So I feel
When you have
because
a
I
horse,
feel like
it's the Gare Bear mare.
The Gare Bear mare.
I
You
can
got to
almost-
get married to the Gare Bear.
When you
I-
rip something, it's the Gare Bear tear.
Will you
Sorry,
let
go
me
on.
talk.
Sorry.
If you go to a carnival, it's the Gare Bear fair. Sorry, last one. Go on.
What was I gonna say? Gare Bear is
Please, Gare Bear,
absolutely. It is more than definitely already taken. So there's got to be some kind of twist on that.
When
Yeah.
you make a good point, it's Gare Bear fair.
You already said that one.
I know, but it's a homonym.
It was spelled
It's a
differently,
different
that-
meaning.
You can take your homonyms and painfully shove them down your urethra. We're moving on.
Oh, was that the Gare Bear dare? All right. All right. I'm shutting
Fuck
it down.
you and your improv
I'm
classes.
shutting it down.
You got it.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
The
Back
podcast is done.
Yep. Back on task. All right. What were you even? What were you about to talk about?
You want to talk about Nintendo Direct?
I did want to talk about the Nintendo Direct. I want to talk about, because here's the thing about that Smash Bros. Direct. It was probably, and I don't think it equaled it, but it was at the very least, maybe one of the things I was most excited about in my time as a gamer. Right? There are not a lot of releases that equal my excitement for the last Smash Direct on this upcoming hype as F Smash game,
Which
right?
is really soon. I'm realizing that it comes out in
next
like a month.
Next
A
month,
month and a week,
folks.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is really at time of recording. Also, here's a fun trivia fact. When so one of the characters that was revealed, I'm sort of skipping around here, but
Yeah.
before I forget, I want to bring
spoiler,
up.
if you are saving it for some reason, I don't know why you'd be
Why
listening
would
to
you do
this
that,
first.
you weirdo?
Just, but on the off chance that you are, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna. And so Piranha Plant is one of the characters.
Yeah.
And his final smash
Bold.
is Garrett's penis. Did you guys notice that?
PD Piranha.
PD Piranha, that's true, I did.
Throwing it all the way back to episode 1.
Yep.
That's a
callback.
deep cut for our longtime fans.
That's right. And but that was the first thing I saw. I was like, oh, it's Garrett's dick. Oh, God. I should probably. It's from Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yes. So Nintendo Direct hype. So
Right.
what's the last time you've been this excited, Evan, would you say?
I'm trying to think. The last time I was this excited was, I think, for a trailer for Psychonauts 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because Psychonauts, for those of you who guys don't know, is my favorite video game of all time, bar pretty much none.
Jeez, dude,
Stone.
why don't you brag about it?
I will. It's amazing. It's the best platformer that's ever been created. There's not really.
But what about SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I like the game. Battle for Bikini Bottom is a classic.
I like that
obviously.
game.
Obviously, it is much better than it has any right to be. To be completely honest with you, and there were no other good Nicktoons games.
I'm glad you can admit that.
Yeah, I'm very brave.
Did you guys ever watch the TV show that was a video game? It was like a Nickelodeon daytime
What?
TV show. I only ever got to watch it when I came back to the States back in the maybe the late night or
Okay, I
like
think-
mid 90s.
Okay, I'm gonna take a stab at this.
Yeah. It was a game.
Was it Reboot? And was it also on Cartoon Network? Because I think Reboot was Cartoon Network.
No, this was a game show, like a competition game
Nick
show.
Arcade.
Nick Arcade.
Yes.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
I would love Nickelodeon exec, if you're listening, bring back Nick Arcade.
We know you're
They're
listening.
listening, yeah.
They're
Let
listening.
us host that show.
Oh yeah.
But don't change anything.
Don't a single make them play Sonic 1
Here's the
again.
thing. It's on Verve now, right?
Is it really?
Oh,
It's on
sick.
Verve. So you can go back and watch it. It is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
it's
thinking it
wild.
was weird when I was in like second grade.
Yeah.
It was weird. Yeah, it's just, that's it. I mean, they would play the arcade games, and that was cool. But like the challenges,
The final challenge was to go into the game.
it is awesome. You had to beat there were like bosses, I think.
And you had to like get flags or something.
I don't remember, and I've recently watched an episode.
And like you had to pick up stuff, but I assume they were on a green screen or something, and they couldn't see what was happening unless they checked a program monitor, I guess, or
Yeah.
something. Like it looked incredibly difficult because I was watching. It's like the guy's coming right for you, you idiot!
So
I can do
You're
this.
so
and
bad at this.
again, for those of you who don't hashtag remember the 90s, as well as some of us do, or hashtag remember the mid 2000s when you caught the reruns on Nick Gas, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Or like Teen Nick.
Teen Nick, Snick.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
Snick.
know. Whatever
Nick
it
at
was.
night.
Yeah, you can find it online, I imagine, pretty easily. It is the hokiest, awesomest schlock
Yeah,
ever. It is a testament to like what early 90s video games.
yeah. I would say this is a primo example of schlock. I've always wondered like what is schlock. Mm-hmm. I think this is a pristine
It's
example.
Textbook.
Yeah.
It's also another game I was very excited for as a young whipsnap was Sonic Adventure.
Oh yeah,
'Cause, like,
for the Dreamcast, huh?
Right. So
Yeah.
I was like a huge Sonic fan because that was Sonic the Hedgehog was the first video game I ever played. Right. So I mean, he's in 3D now. You know, he's drives
in
a
the
car.
real world.
He's voice act. He's got a voice, man. We saw him. I remember I went to this is an even older fashion sentence. We went to KB Toys and we saw the demo, and it blew my mind. You guys, it was insane. He was talking.
He can do like flips and stuff.
We'd seen him talk on the cartoon before.
Yeah, but that was Urkel.
Yeah, this was not Urkel.
Wait, was that really Urkel?
Yeah, he was Jaleel White.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
no good. Yeah.
And he's like, I forget, how old is he in the cartoon when he's still like a small sphere? Isn't he like 10 years old?
Oh boy, it's not.
Like 8 years old?
He plays like all three of the main characters, right?
That's Sonic Underground, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, which is a different show that came out pretty close to it. And again, more 90s schlock. Sonic's in a band, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, he has to be eating chili dogs, jamming in a band.
He's in a band.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Is just slam some chili dogs.
Yeah.
How about Chili Dog Slammer for your username?
Ooh, Chili Dog Slammer?
Picture Chili Dog Slammer
good.
on the back of a jersey.
Is it all one word or is it? Can I have spaces in a gamer
I
tag?
think it's Chili X Dog.
X Slammer.
X Slammer.
Actually, you know what? That's pretty fucking tight, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, you do say so yourself. So yeah, those the prep of Sonic Adventure 1 and Psychonauts 2 are things that I've been excited for that are pretty close to this.
But this is the most.
This is, I think, well, like each of the direct, I've had like people over to watch them. One time we got the time wrong, I will say. But
We tried to have brunch, but it wasn't even airing till 7 p.m.
It was.
I mean, that doesn't ruin brunch, though.
It did
No,
not.
we
ruin brunch.
did have brunch and played Mario Kart.
It was
yeah.
a great time. But like we had some folks over today. My buddy Sam brought over chicken minis for everyone. It's what you guys
Classic
missed out
Sam.
on. Yeah, Sam's the best. Shout out to Sam T. Gurdon.
Yeah.
And so just kind of building some events around it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think
I fixed a bathroom. It was really...
that's less exciting.
It was, but it was on, so it made it tolerable. That's how good it is to watch, is that it makes something that's truly miserable tolerable.
Yeah.
Guys, I have something I want to say.
Confess it.
Lay it down.
I was disappointed with the Smash Direct today.
I was a little bit. I don't think it needed to be 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
It
didn't feel like there was really any content that I cared about.
Here's
I spent a lot of time on the spirits. Which,
I don't care. Who is that for?
Yeah.
I don't want to detract from our topic here, but like, it's casual gamers. It seems way too complex for casual gamers.
Yeah.
And hardcore gamers probably won't be interested because like, I can't imagine they'll be allowed in tournaments or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess it's for those people in between, like guys like us. But I'm certainly not that interested.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to be like I want it to seem cool, but it just is not that.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in playing as Kirby and saving the world.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I would very much like to do that.
They should have just showed. They should have just showed the character reveals, and then the Kirby thing, and then the PD Piranha thing, or the Piranha Plant.
Yeah, the Piranha Plant. Be the Piranha.
I cannot believe that fucking plant is in this game.
Listen, if you don't want him in the game, then you don't have to buy him, Evan.
I do, but Shadow the Hedgehog couldn't make it.
Uh-huh.
Gino, beloved fan favorite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did want Gino. I was
Everybody
hoping
wanted
for
Gino.
Yeah.
Waluigi
Uh-huh.
He
could
can't-
not make it into the game.
That's almost his character design,
but
is he
the
can never make it.
plant?
I will tell you why none of those characters are in the game. It's because they're all perverts and say curse words.
That's true. Waluigi curses like
Waluigi's
a sailor.
a sinner. Yeah.
Yeah, he is actively Waluigi, I'm gonna say it, act against God.
yeah.
Yeah. And Sakurai knew that, I think.
I think, yeah.
He's got our backs.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sakurai knows that if we are able to play as Waluigi in a fighting game, we will all go to hell.
Yeah, directly. Just
Directly
like
now.
instant, hand
Boom.
stamped, come and go as you please, but there's only one direction you're headed.
He lost a developer and was like, we can't take any
We
more
can't.
chances.
We've seen too
They
much.
play tested Waluigi, and the entire room burst into flames. There was nothing left when the flames died. There was nothing left.
Just
So-
cinders.
It's possible that when Sakurai says, maybe I'll never get to rest, he truly means that.
What
Because
did he
He's
have
just
to
weighing
do?
that because that's weighing on his soul at this point.
It's
Yeah.
like, so there's this singer, St. Vincent,
Yeah.
who believes that when she sings, her singing keeps demons at bay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Sakurai realizes this about himself, is that when he makes games, it keeps demons at bay.
yeah.
Or
I think-
does he invite them in to make the game?
Who can say? Can you have demons
They're-
without
they're
heroes?
in the game.
Can you have bad guys with? Can you have light without darkness? I don't know.
I mean, you can't have light without a dark to stick it in.
Every half-assed Batman comic I've ever read has told me no. But
Right. And several of the full-assed ones.
and several of the full-assed ones.
Just darkness is...
In at least one of the movies.
And at
Yeah.
least one
at
of the
least
movies.
one of the movies, yeah.
Nick, what's your most hype moment in gaming?
Oh, most hype moment of gaming. Yeah.
What's the thing you've been most excited for? Or the thing that's gotten you really,
When I first heard you talking about it, I actually went a slightly different direction. I think the most excited I've been to play content was actually the second Destiny raid, and here's why. I went into the first Destiny raid not really knowing what to expect, and I have not played a lot of online RPGs. I've never raided before.
They're not good, so you're not missing out on anything.
Great, good to know.
Bold.
So I had never done a raid before, and Destiny. I'm not. This was my Vault of Glass was my first raid, Destiny 1.
Yeah.
And I went into it, and I had just never seen a game's systems used in this way before, where all of a sudden, like all 6 of us had to do very specific things incredibly well in a row, or we would all be killed and the room would start over.
That sounds cool.
Several rooms like that. And I was like, this is such an interesting way to play a first-person shooter game. And I had never, and then I had 1 or 2 of the people in the party with us were very elite, and they're like, "Oh man, this is nothing compared to some raid I'd never heard of before."
Some Warframe, maybe.
So it's like probably like a World of Warcraft raid, or maybe Warframe raid, something like that.
Did you find yourself enjoying more of Destiny? Because a common complaint, I only ever played the first big boss. I didn't play a raid, but the common complaint about it was that it kind of got stale really quickly because all of it was just that mission, basically.
Right, and so then they're like, we're gonna do a second raid.
Yeah,
and I was really excited for that.
A second one?
And I was like, wait a minute,
2 raids.
That's like I'll have twice as many raids at that point. And I just really enjoyed, and so I was really excited, and then like it came out, and all of us got on. We were like, sorry, friends, family, colleagues, and coworkers, we're not going to see you for a week.
Yeah.
We got to figure this raid out. And it was oh my gosh, there were so many rooms. It was like, what kind of crazy comic evil clown bullshit is this? How are we going to cross this bridge? It kills you when you touch it. And then you for those of you who played the second raid in Destiny, you have to... you know what I'm talking about. You have to take the sword. Everyone has to stand in specific places so someone can grab the sword. The sword lets you cross the bridge, but the sword's on a timer. There's an invincible enemy on the other side. You can only use the sword to slay that enemy, and if you run out of time, he's gonna kill you.
that sounds awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
It also sounds like kind of how I feel about Destiny, where it's like, this is the video game. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to take the sword to beat the guy, and it's like
and
that
now episode of Fairly Odd Parents where they're like in the virtual reality game.
Right.
Like,
it's just what most people assume video games to be.
Yeah. And this
So you got to get to the next level and get the most points,
And it was, and so now that person is stranded, and the other 5 of you. Yeah, that's right. It was the big, and so that was, I would say, like that time was when I was so excited to play content that I like scheduled time around it so that I could like, let's do the raid for 18 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Do you level up in that game, like as you were doing this, or is it just a matter of doing it right versus wrong?
So, interesting question, because a little bit of both. You don't really gain strength as you are raiding,
right?
Because you need the treasure that you get from the raid to get stronger. Once you hit the level cap, the only way to get stronger is with stronger items.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
sure.
And like the raid items are very strong, but every time you don't get them until you clear a room.
Yeah.
And so every time you clear a room, you get some stuff, and then you would immediately equip that stuff because it's better than anything you'd ever gotten.
Yeah,
and you would use that to try to then conquer the next room. Once you figured out everything, it's amazing how when you don't know how to do anything, it's basically impossible, and you're just beating your head against a wall trying to figure out, trial and error basically, how do we get through this room. And then by the end of its life cycle, we could just whip through it in like 2 hours. We're just like run through the thing, casually headshot everybody. All of our gear is raid gear. It doesn't matter. We're just doing it because
it's fun.
Because
we know nothing else.
Because there's 2 raids.
Yeah, because there's 2 raids. Yeah, exactly. So like it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, 50% chance of doing it, and you did it.
And so, that was where I first went when I was thinking about hyped for games. And then of course I've played Persona 5 for 120 hours or something insane.
Yeah.
What about you, Garrett? What's your most hype?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Flashback. 2008, I think, approximately.
Okay.
Halo 3 is coming out, baby. My best friend at the time, Isaac, he is having a party at his house. There's Halo.
He's married now.
He is married now. Shouts out to Isaac. He's the man. There's
the
Halo
household.
3. There's Halo 3 Gamer Fuel. There's a pizza pie. And there's all my fucking best friends in the world in the
you
same
gotta get
house.
that pepperoni.
Yep. So we go over and we play Halo 3 all night, and it's the best. And there is one moment in particular that I remember. We're playing Capture the Flag on Sandbox. Remember that level?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember, the bases are vehicles.
Oh,
the
yeah.
elephants, remember?
Right.
It's like a mobile base.
Yeah.
There is there's this one moment that like it was the coolest thing that I've ever experienced in a video game. So the enemy team is driving their base through this little valley area, and there's like these towers on either side of it, and our team is on both sides of we're like up on the towers, and we all jump down onto the enemy base as it like drives below all at the same time. We've all got energy swords, and we just jump down there and just it's so hype, and it was so cool.
Halo 3 is just I don't know what about it just got the formula so right.
It's perfect.
It's that right amount of like wacky and really good. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Smash Bros, right? Where it's sort of a party game, sort of.
Well, dude, Halo 3 custom games, dude. I could go on and on about how much I love that.
Told stories with those. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah. Did you ever go into lobbies with people? This might have been Halo 2, but where I remember I went into a lobby where someone had somehow hacked their Xbox or had ruined something.
Right.
And they had a submachine gun that shot warthogs. Which, if you remember, the warthog is, of course, the all-terrain Jeep.
Oh, it's the best one. There's a couple of different ones.
So I think it was just stock warthogs. But he would just run. So I was like, what is this guy doing? He's just running right at us, our whole team. And all of a sudden, he just
oh my god,
lays down about 45 warthogs.
Oh my god.
Right at
some
us.
Halo this week? Because
I would play the shit out of some Halo.
All right, well let's set that up this weekend, boys.
You guys want it like Sunday afternoon? Come over. I've got Halo 5 if you want to just see how that feels.
I have not played Halo 5
I haven't played Halo 5 either.
I have Halo 3 as well.
Well, I have played that.
I've played that one.
I'm into that.
Now that one I know.
Just we'll slant some beer skis and
Yeah.
do it.
Sounds like something I'd do.
Sounds great. Do we wanna take ourselves to the bonus stage?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, we're already there.
We're there.
We're here.
Wow.
Cool. Well, we're going to talk about some of the amazing people who make this show possible. I want to give a shout out to Echo Gear. They have the coolest mounts, the coolest gear. Basically, any tech accessory you need, they got you covered, right?
Do they have if I have like a screen and I want to put it on the wall, will they help me?
Yes. Yes,
Oh.
they will.
Well,
And it's easy. It's
I'm
super.
sold.
It is player friendly, right? Because they want to get it out of the way. They know it can be tough,
Yeah.
and they want you to stress as little as possible about it because they know you're already stressing about how bad you are at Overwatch.
yeah.
I may be projecting a little bit here, but
How's your Overwatch been going there?
Doomfist is a really tough character to master, but I think I'm doing all right. I am, it's the ATL Rain has got me pretty pumped about it. So
Yeah, I guess, and then of course there's that. I guess they have a whole eight players squad, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
like a
We'll
bench?
get into that, but basically, all those guys should use Echo Gear.
And if they don't,
They're idiots.
yep.
Yep. Nick, you want to give us a little? Do the next one.
I'd like to direct your attention, if I may,
You have my attention.
to Outbreak Nutrition, you guys, because we have a discount code that at the I want to say it's
RCG. RCG.
RCG, and I think that gets you some
my
stuff
phone
off.
is
But
dead.
Percentage.
here's the thing. We've already talked a little bit about Outbreak Nutrition and how it's the only way to really get ready for the post-apocalypse. But I'd also would like to bring up the possibility of getting yourself ready for the post-apocalypse as well.
Sure.
Obviously, when the apocalypse happens, you need nutrition.
Yep.
You don't want to eat rad roaches every day.
That's a big part of it. I don't want to eat dog food.
Right,
As
dog-
I've seen in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, or
Talk
of
for
course,
yourself, pal.
All right. Well,
there'll probably come a point where dog food's starting to look pretty good.
Yeah.
If I remember my,
I like the wet kind, like in a can.
like it's in a can.
Yeah, no, that stuff is pretty good.
It's better than spam.
it's in a can.
Yeah. But what about getting yourself ready? And to that, I would just like to bring some attention to the pre-workout possibilities that
Yeah.
Outbreak Nutrition brings you.
Sure.
Because you can be as prepared as you want You've got your bunker full of supplies of Outbreak Nutrition. Your body's got to be ready.
Nick, I think I know where you're going with this, and I'd like to, if I may, suggest a little bit of role play between the two of us.
Please.
Of course. Is that cool?
Yes.
So imagine I'm like a bad guy. I'm
Okay.
I got like maybe like a leather jacket.
What kind of are you like? Are you just like a bad dude? You know?
No,
like,
dude,
okay.
I'm like a mutant, and I want to kill you and eat you.
Oh, okay. You're like a
And
very bad
I'm like
guy.
approaching, and I've maybe got like some sort of weapon, and I'm like, hey there, punk, I'm the bad. I'm gonna kill you.
And in this moment, here's where hopefully me now decided to use that pre-workout.
Right.
So I can be like flexing right back
you
at
got
you.
jacked, my dude.
Dude, your arms are so huge.
I got arms the size of children, and I got legs the size of small people. So I'm like a person made out of people at this point.
And I go, come here, you, and I run up, and I'm running at you, and what do you do?
And I go, gladly, and I start running at you too, because it's on.
I did not expect that.
No one expects you to charge.
So I'm maybe hesitating now. I'm a little off my game.
Perchance you drop your weapon out of shock.
Yeah.
Because it's
maybe
surprise.
maybe I pee my pants.
Maybe you get a little fear pee going on.
And then you punch my head off.
right
with your
off.
power muscles, dude.
Like, I got power muscles and just a glove that has like brass knuckles and it just says peace on it.
Yeah.
Right? Brass knuckles says peace backwards.
That's ironic. I
So
like
I punch
that.
Yeah, it's pretty
peace.
good. Well, the other one says war and.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of war
With
and
an ampersand?
peace.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
right. War ampersand peace. And I just double uppercut. Hopefully,
the double deuce.
yeah, I gotta double down on the. But otherwise, maybe I had neglected all of that, and you just eat me right there where I stand. You just rip my upper half off my lower half.
It's like, don't mind if I do.
You don't want that.
And it's like, I can't stop you. And then you get all my Outbreak Nutrition too.
Yeah.
So you like double win in that scenario.
Also, for those of you who aren't super, worky outy types, if you never work out, you are always pre-workout.
That's true.
That's true.
So
Maybe you're just a hungry dude.
maybe you check out that pre-workout.
you just like getting a little jazzed, you know?
Yeah, a little.
Just get that little.
You can't take the post-workout though if you don't work out. That is fact.
You do have to.
Or
Because then
if
you'd be
you've
a
worked out-
liar, and
if
that's
you-
a sin.
If you've worked out even one time, you're technically always post-workout as well.
That's right. You're always post one of the workouts. Yeah, that's true.
Garrett, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, if I knew what they were. Hand me that list,
You want to
baby.
talk about
Hand me that.
maybe autofull gaming chairs?
Oh my! Nick, bold move on your part asking me to do that, because yes, I will talk about autofull gaming.
I really just want to
chairs.
know what you think of autofull gaming chairs.
So this is a recipe for guacamole that you've handed me.
This is what I was handed earlier.
In a large bowl, place the scooped avocado pulp and with the Okay, there's got to be something else. There's got to be another. Okay, this is fried chicken.
I do like fried chicken.
This is a recipe for fried chicken.
You know what's a great chair for eating fried chicken in?
Why did you hand me those other two pieces of paper?
Just in case.
So now,
if you
this
need
piece of paper just has autofull written on it. So let's go with that. They've got the best fucking chairs.
Probably shouldn't swear when we're talking about the sponsors, but
We'll bleep it. I'm not gonna bleep it. I added this. I'm not bleeping it. They've got the best chairs. You're like, I'm gaming, and I want to have, I don't want my back to hurt.
that's true.
We've all been there. You're sitting there, you're playing Overwatch for like 5 hours, and your lower back is gonna start to hurt because you're hunching, and maybe you could sit up a little bit straighter.
could sit up a little straighter.
You could just get one of these great chairs,
One of these bad
and
boys.
be so comfy and not have to worry about a thing, and you get that nice quality, and it looks great, and you're gonna feel good when you're sitting in it. And Evan, we probably have a code. Do you know what the code is?
I believe it's Rectify at checkout. Not for Autofull. We don't have a code for Autofull.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, hey, if you're go to Auto, you tell them Garrett sent you. They'll know.
All right, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
You could have just said it once. You got my attention. I'm listening.
We got one more sponsor here
Do
that
we?
I'd like to address.
We do.
Meta Threads. Remember
Meta
how we were
Threads.
talking about those jerseys earlier?
Oh, you're gonna see us with your eyes.
Guess who is the official jersey sponsor of Rectify?
Jersey Mike's.
No, Meta Threads. I don't think Jersey Mike's do jerseys.
Oh no, they do sandwiches. Never mind.
Right.
You're right.
What-
Which,
No.
now that you say, that's a missed opportunity.
We do need
Right?
a sandwich sponsor. I'll talk to Ty about
Yeah.
the boss man.
You
about
do that. You
Yeah.
do that.
Getting a six sandwich sponsor.
You
But yeah.
you go to Jersey Mike's and you give them code Garrett is cool at checkout.
They
and
will
they'll-
charge you full price.
Yeah, but if you buy one sandwich full price, you can then buy a second sandwich at full price.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Say you're eating that delicious sandwich.
I'm eating
Okay?
that delicious sandwich.
And you got all the fixins on it, right?
Black olives?
Black olives.
I don't like this.
Okay, you got yeah, fine. You got a little bit of mustard or mayo or what have you.
Sure.
You chomp into that Sammy, and oh no, it gets on your shirt.
That's my favorite shirt.
That's your favorite shirt from MetaThreads. But guess what?
What?
MetaThreads has a lot of shirts. So you,
Oh.
the thrifty, sensible,
Thrifter.
the sensible consumer,
Yeah.
you've bought a second shirt from them.
You're
It's
so smart.
It's a backup shirt. You keep it in your car or at your desk, or guess what? Maybe even in that sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You just whip that bad boy out and you replace your old shirt.
Backup shirt sandwich.
Backup shirt sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
always
saying.
try to
Wouldn't there
have
be
at
a
least-
bite out of the shirt in the sandwich, though?
No.
No.
Well-
There's not.
You can't bite through these super easy. They're very durable. They're made with a lot of quality.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Nice.
them's your things, and that's our bonus stage. Garrett, shall we head back?
You always blindside. You know I'm not ready to click the button. Psych! I was ready. We're back to the podcast.
I'm glad to be here.
Second segment, baby.
Here we go. This is for all the marbles.
Oh man, this is
Let's
high
make
stakes
this one
tournament.
count.
I wanted to address something Nick said to me before the show, and I'm pretty keyed up about it.
I can tell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nick,
Yeah,
you prefer digital games?
I do.
You only buy digital games?
No, I enjoy all games.
Okay, but-
and physical copies are definitely like cool. I have like lots of shelf space dedicated to physical copies.
Right, and it looks great. But you said earlier that you preferred digital.
I think the future is digital. There's
It
a
should-
lot of wasted materials in delivering physical copies, and storage is getting so cheap. Like I can fit so many games on a single hard drive, whereas the same number of games on a series of discs takes up a lot of shelf space.
So I would like to have the great physical versus digital debate.
Okay.
I-
Why do you enjoy physical so much?
Physical's the best.
That's not an argument. Physical's the best. It's
Isn't
not an
it?
argument.
Isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh.
I specifically enjoy digital because you fit more content into less space and it wastes less resources.
Okay, but say you lose X, you've lost everything, right?
you lose your hard drive?
If you lose your
It's
hard
all
drive,
on the cloud, man. You've downloaded it. As long as you don't lose your account,
It's
then
not-
you still pull it down again. If you lose your physical copy, it's in your dog's colon forever.
My
20
dog
years-
ate my game.
That
20
can't
years
happen
from
if it's
now-
a hard drive.
20 years from now, say they stop that service and you lose those forever, right? Where's your museum of stuff you've played?
Your game cartridges where the internal battery died and it doesn't work anymore either.
Yeah,
Like,
you can replace your Pokemon Blue battery, okay?
you can't except with tears. Sorry.
No, listen. Keep that energy. Keep it up. No, that's
But, like,
great.
here's the
I
thing.
love the passion.
I have a copy of Wario Land 3 that'll never work again because I can't replace the battery.
And you'll probably never play Wario Land 3 again.
Oh, so what does it matter then?
Well, right, but because there's no digital copy, and even if there was,
Oh yeah, if I had a digital copy, I could play it.
No,
because I'd
but-
still have an
but
account.
there's no digital copy, right? You
Right,
can't go
all I
back
have is a
and play
physical. Well, I can't play the physical one either.
Well, okay, but there are some physical working ones out there, right?
Of
There's a
Wario Land
history to
3?
it. Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
There's a history to the game.
It'd be much easier to play if I had a digital copy.
Plus, hey, Nick, you got the World Ends With You on digital.
Yeah, I did.
Can I borrow it?
No, it's
Boom.
mine.
I know. That's what I'm.
If
There
you would
go.
like to play the game, you should buy it from the game makers.
Okay, well, I want to trade games with you because maybe I don't know if I like this game or not, and
Oh,
we're
sure.
pals. And
You should come over and we should play it.
We should. I would love that actually.
Yeah,
but
it's 2 players. It's really fun.
is it 2 players?
Kind of.
Well,
There's a
okay.
cooperative mode. Yes, it is 2 players. But I've also done it. I've done 2 players by myself, which sounds really sad now that I say it out loud.
That's what I call
Nah,
whacking it.
dude, that's cool.
Right on both counts.
Garrett, where do you stand on this debate?
Huh?
Where do you stand on physical versus
Nah,
digital?
don't ask me.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I buy physical games, but also I do get why Nick is right.
I don't think he's right.
No, Nick is right because my dog ate my Zelda game.
I mean, that sucks. But your dog could have just as easily eaten your Switch.
No, my dog could not eat my Switch.
Oh, well, we'll just see about that.
Well, even if the dog had eaten the Switch, though, he would still have the game because the
Right.
dog can't eat his Nintendo account.
But
True.
in theory, the biggest dog of all, might.
Well, that's
Time
why
really
there's
is
cloud
just like
saves.
a big weird dog. Yeah.
Time is
right,
like a
but
big weird-
they introduced cloud saves, so he wouldn't even lose the time either.
Right, but again, if they stop supporting those cloud saves, you've lost it. I can still take my copy of Arrow the Acrobat on my SNES.
Sorry. No, it doesn't work unless you blow in it for 30 minutes.
That's right, with just the right amount of spit.
Fine, I can still take my working copy of Power Pigs of the Dark Ages on my SNES and play it. Right? Which is a goofy game, by the way. It's very dumb.
But I would also... Can you?
Yes.
Have you tried?
Yes, I have.
Okay. 'Cause I just wanted to make sure.
All of my SNES games work except for Primal Fury. Except for
Maybe
one.
if it was a digital copy.
It would still work.
I don't know if it will work. But I've had digital files corrupted all the time.
Right.
I can't play...
It's because you're a sinner.
It's because I do sin.
Yeah. We talk about sin a lot on the pod.
Well, you can't really talk about video games without talking about religious sin, right?
In particular, Waluigi. Anytime
Crimes
Waluigi
against
comes
God.
up, that's,
Without God crying.
it's just like, why did I allow Waluigi to come into existence?
Gaming was a mistake. That's the official boilerplate of this
Guys,
show.
we have to go back in time and kill the guy that came up with tennis. So they can't make Mario Tennis, so they can't make Waluigi.
Well, no, we got to go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We got to kill him even further so they can't. The guy can't be like, oh, you know what? That would be great on a screen. Pong. If we kill the guy that invented tennis, there's no video games.
True.
And we'd be heroes.
Yeah.
Gosh, where would we be?
We're successful. Billionaires, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that without video games, we would be billionaires.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time and energy on video games. If I spent that in other pursuits, I might actually be a billion or maybe even a cajillionaire.
I would say, again, not too much of a reach to say cajillion there.
But then what would I spend it on? Because that's video games I really enjoy buying.
Physical copies of video games.
So, like, do you buy the special edition so you can get like the jacket and the statue and all
No,
that
I don't
stuff?
I don't buy that.
Well, what's the difference between having like a physical manifestation of your dedication to the game and a statue that is a physical manifestation of your dedication to the game?
I want the game, not something.
It's like a wedding ring no matter how you slice it. It's like a physical thing that represents it. You still have to download 80 gigabytes of additional day one patch stuff to play it.
And I don't agree with that, but I want the game. I don't want the...
No, you're right. Red Dead Redemption 2 is 86 gigabytes of day one
God,
patch.
God
that's
damn.
insane.
If you want to play in 4K, you can't fit that on a physical copy. That's insane. It's only a 50 gigabyte disc.
Okay, well, that's a problem with it for sure, is that, like, we should make bigger discs, right?
So we have to buy whole
what
new
if it was
consoles?
just like a pizza pie sized disc?
Like a laser disc.
Like a laser disc.
Yeah.
Well, how
Laser
much
disc.
data could you fit on a laser disc sized dual layer Blu-ray? That would be amazing.
Don't ask me how, but I do own a laser disc copy of The Last Action Hero.
What?
I said don't ask me how.
I know that.
What?
I almost bought a Laserdisc copy of Top Gun.
See, that would be a great one to have on laser disc.
Right?
You have a laser disc copy of Last Action Hero?
Yeah, we got to find a I don't know what plays them, a Betamax machine?
Betamax, yeah.
We got to find a Betamax to play it.
I thought only Chuck Norris had stuff on Laserdisc. That's been one of my go-to Chuck Norris jokes for my whole life. I'm going to level with you guys for a second. I know that when Chuck Norris dies and takes over hell, because he's not going to be like a subject, he's going to rule.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go meet him and be like, are you the real Chuck Norris? And he's going to show me all three Back to the Futures on Laserdisc, and then I will know this is the real Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Okay, are you going to say that Chuck Norris should have owned those, on just an SD card?
No, he can stream
An
them.
SD card is still a physical
Are
copy.
you going to tell Chuck Norris that he could just stream these movies?
Well, he's Chuck Norris, and he's the ruler of hell at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a little different than me.
He's a little hard to reach at this point.
Like
Yeah, but you should
it's good.
aspire
Like
to-
streaming is good enough for me. I don't aspire to be the king of hell at any point, or
Again,
to roundhouse kick somebody in the
Wait
face.
a second. If you're not aspiring to be the king of hell, are you really a gamer?
Wait, hang on. Evan, I thought of a response to your question earlier when you asked me where I stood on this.
Please.
I don't do either. I just use Gamefly.
quit the show.
Evan is leaving the studio.
Oh wow, you broke him. Oh god.
He threw his headphones on the floor and now they're tangled.
I'm broken. Coming up next on G4 is Cops.
Man, Gamefly.
Did anybody use Gamefly?
I have not used it.
No, because that is a place where I think that like there could be a place for like the Microsoft Game Pass. I think is actually not a terrible thing.
You can't ever get physical copies in that.
Right.
There's
Again,
no
I
way
would
to-
rather have games physical, but I don't think that there's. If I'm gonna have it digitally, I think streaming it is okay, because if I'm paying a reduced price for it, right? Like I'm paying a reduced price to basically lease the game for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not buying the whole thing, but I'm paying $10 to access this huge library of games. It's a little different than just than
So
buying
you don't own
digitally.
anything at that point.
Well, right. You don't own anything, but you're also paying way less. You're paying $10 a month for a jillion games.
And there's
versus-
no strings attached, baby.
Yep.
That's right. You cut those strings and they don't let you back in.
That's true.
That's right.
And
God, my headphones really got tangled here.
Unplug them, you dolt.
No, I have my principles. Fine. Okay, well, we should keep talking. I don't have to.
no,
No.
I'm
No, we're
entranced.
leaving it.
I can't. I have to. I
No,
don't.
we're gonna watch you.
How did they get?
I am struggling so hard right now. All right,
No,
we're good. We're good.
I'm trying to think.
Guys, our ratings just skyrocketed.
they
I just
love
got
the,
the email.
they love the tangled headphones. The tangled headphones play.
You guys know that white
They
noise.
said do it again.
No, I'm not going to do it again. All right, well, let's wrap up the show. We may never agree on this.
Okay.
We've got the sound effect that we play.
Oh wait, no.
Do we not
No,
have-
you didn't. No, we do have it, but that's not how you asked me to do it.
Garrett, will you play the show? What are you playing this weekend, guys?
We're the video games.
There you go. Thank you.
Garrett.
Garrett.
I haven't really gotten any new games. I need to get I still need to get Mario Party. No, but I went over to
Oh,
my buddy's
so
place
good.
and we were playing Red Dead. And it's so pretty and it's so fun. We were doing the mission where you get drunk and just walk around the bar and it was hilariously funny. And
That sounds pretty funny.
it was pretty funny. No, and I was watching my buddy Brian play and he's like hunting this bear and he gets mauled by a bear.
Wait, my brother Brian? Or-
No, different Brian.
Oh, okay.
He's hunting this bear and he starts like getting attacked by it. And at the last second, he just blows his head off with a shotgun.
Awesome.
And it's just like super intense and super fluid. And
I need it.
it's like I'm the kind of guy that like
Laughs at a funeral.
yeah.
Can't understand what I mean?
I
You soon will.
have a history of taking off my shirt. No, I really enjoy watching people play video games, and that is a very fun game to watch people play.
Can you come over and watch me play games sometimes? Because
Yeah.
I have a really hard time playing games sometimes if people aren't watching me.
Yeah,
Like single player games.
a lot of guys have that problem.
That's true. Cool. So Red Dead 2.
Lights on, eye contact, firm handshake.
Yep.
Nick Bills?
Well, the Hearthstone ladder reset today.
Oh, it
actually.
did. That's true.
So
Oh, guys, I tried to play Hearthstone. I'm so bad at it.
You will always be bad at it. We can coach you probably.
Yeah, it's a hard game. Like
Yeah.
it looks, it's like very approachable, but
Yeah.
there's
to start
They
too.
tricked me.
yeah, like it's tough, and there's a lot going on that is deceptive that you're doing wrong. That the game doesn't ever really tell you that you're doing
Well,
wrong.
also because and you don't need to have like. Well, man, this lately it's been not great about it, but in previous years it's been really good about not like needing a lot of cards to be able to like enjoy the game. But now I feel like you need at least like a good base.
You can still make a pretty good budget zoo deck.
Yeah,
And they're adding. Are they adding or they've already added ranks 50 to 25?
they have. I don't know yet.
Because
Still,
that was
though.
definitely a problem where like at rank 25 you're playing against people who have all the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not ideal. So they've actually added 50 to 25 so you can like play competitive ladder against people who also don't have complete collections.
Man, we are such shills for Hearthstone.
Well, I really enjoy the game.
I
And
do
that's
as
what I've
well.
been playing today. Like
Yeah.
that's what I played today.
Yeah.
So the ladder reset and
Were you streaming at all? People know that they can watch your stream? I don't know if they do.
I don't know if they do. So
No, I believe you've mentioned it.
Actually, let me just also go ahead and thank Evan, because if it wasn't for Evan, I never. So like you called me this morning, which woke me up, which was great because I had a bunch of stuff I had to do, and so like when I came to and I looked at it, I was like, okay, I need to fix my bathroom, which I did. That was a miserable experience, but it works now. So if either of you guys come over and you need to use the bathroom, I got one that works
You know
and one
I
that only
will.
works in the dark.
Hell
What?
yeah.
What?
That's the next one I need to fix.
It only works in the dark?
No, it's just only ever dark. The lights don't work.
Personally, I like using the bathroom in the dark because it makes me feel more like a pervert
Yeah.
kind of guy.
I was gonna say a little more
I call
romantic.
it night poops.
That is where you like hang. You
It's
just
like
sort
I
of like
shouldn't be there, you know?
I call it night twos. I like it when there's no light. I call it dark twosies.
yeah. It's like
All right.
the dark deuce.
Enough names. Go on.
And then I had to like all the stuff that you just hate to do, like dishes and stuff, laundry. I have a guest in town. I had to like wash all my guest stuff.
Chores.
And chores. And then I had an hour before I had to go to the airport, which if it wasn't for you, I would have been right up against the airport. So I actually had an hour to stream today, my ladder battles.
Hell
from like,
yeah.
From like noon to 1.
Nice. What
And
are you playing on ladder?
Well, my quests were play priest and mage.
Ooh, I love Priest.
And so I played some Death Rattle Quest Priest, and I won all of those games.
Priest is historically my favorite class,
Oh, really?
but lately there's just nothing to play.
Well,
I don't like that combo Priest deck.
no. So you can do Psychic Scream is really good right now, because especially like right now, because everyone's playing aggressive lists.
Right,
'cause
okay,
the
so
thing
that one card is good, but what's the...
Well, the nice thing about Priest is you can find your Psychic Screams with your Shadow Visions. So you can
Right.
have like 4 copies of Psychic Scream.
Right.
And like that card will win the game for you.
Yeah, that's true.
that's all you need.
I really like the Reno Priest
Oh, Reno
decks.
was great.
Reno
Yeah.
Kazakus. Yeah, those were... Because you could only include one copy of every card in your deck, and Priest has a lot of weird, unique tools. So your deck would have a lot of weird, unique tools.
Yeah.
And it would be fun to find clever ways to use those weird, unique tools.
And
Each
so-
game was different.
Like so the deck I was playing used the quest to keep you alive against aggro decks, because the quest completion heals you to 40.
Death Rattle. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can put a Zola in there. So then you Zola your Amara Warden of Hope,
Yep.
and then you heal to 40 again.
Yep. One of my favorite cards I've ever pulled a golden copy of.
Zola the Gorgon?
Yeah, 'cause you make a golden copy
And you
of
make a
it.
golden copy. So
Yeah.
good. Yeah. But you also have you have like Thalnos, double Mind Blast, double Shadow Vision.
Yeah, right.
So you don't have and Alistraza. So
you
if
were
it's
on
a
Velen?
huh?
You were on Velen?
No.
Okay.
There's unfortunately Valen is too slow. But
True.
if you can get it, well, in my experience today.
No, you're right.
But you get someone down to like 18, you've Shadow Visioned up another Mind Blast or 2 Mind Blasts. So now you just like Thalnos triple Mind Blast,
Yeah.
and they're dead.
Boom.
And so I had several times where people didn't realize they were dead, and they thought they had me dead, and then it was just like, whoop, counterpunch. I felt very smart.
I'll do that next time.
Yeah, you just do that next time. And then I
Thanks,
played
yeah.
some Big Hand Mage as well. That was fun.
Easy.
Elemental Big Hand Mage. I
Big
won all-
mitts.
Dude, Big Mitts Mage. I won on like a 7-game winning streak,
Hell
and then I
yeah.
went to the airport.
Nice.
It was sweet. What are you playing, Evan?
I am playing Overwatch. I'm back on my Overwatch
Oh,
game.
really?
'cause,
Nice.
Well, the ATL Rain is in town now, and I want to, I was just like, oh, that seems cool.
Tis the season.
Tis the season indeed, but I also haven't played a lot of Overwatch
I
lately.
still haven't played Hammond.
Oh, he's so fun, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the
Looks
little
like a lot
gerbil
of fun.
guy?
Yeah, he's real good. Yeah, that, and I recently picked up. I'm working on a board game that's kind of based
Yeah.
on Pokemon. I think I've talked to you guys
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
And so I picked up Pokemon Sun just for giggles
Nice.
to kind of like get some inspo for that. But yeah, been a lot of Overwatch.
Nice.
Cool.
And
Nice.
oh man, I need to play the Undertale surprise release.
Yeah, what was that?
We
Also,
need to-
don't uninstall it. I don't know if you heard this. There's a bug in the uninstaller that erases your entire game directory.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
So if you install the game, great. Don't uninstall it. He's working on it.
Okay, well I'm not gonna install it until that. But yeah,
What's the deal?
they dropped. Nobody knows if it's I haven't played it yet, so I'm not sure. But have you played Undertale?
No, but I've watched videos of it.
Right. It's something. The creator was just like, "Hey, here's a free Undertale
Ooh.
prequel, maybe sequel, maybe sidequel. No one really knows what it is."
Like a Gaiden.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Just like out of nowhere.
Yeah. He posted something
That's
on Twitter,
huge.
and then the next day, there it was.
Guys, sorry, real quick before I forget. While I was in Japan, I picked up a Japanese game that is probably never going to be released in the States. Maybe
No.
it will be. Warriors Orochi 3 for the Nintendo Switch.
Hell
What?
yeah.
How? Why? What?
So I was like, this is my only chance to buy this game. It's entirely in Japanese, so I can't
know
read
what
any
you mean.
of
Oh,
it.
dude, they have. I guarantee you can find a translation online.
Or we could just play it
yeah, I'm into that.
in Japanese.
yeah, we do. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Just see how we do.
I'm exactly team that idea.
Sweet. So Sunday afternoon, play some Halo, play some Warriors Orochi 3.
Sounds
Yeah.
fun as hell.
Just-
I got
see what
my
happens.
weekend planned. That sounds fun as heck. Cool. All right. Well, that is our show. I am Evan Brando Show. You can find me on the old Twitter, Instagram, or wherever show hosts are sold near you.
Yeah, I'm Garrett. Garrett Loudon on Twitter and Instagram. Go follow me. I might follow you back if I'm feeling good. I don't know.
Frisky.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I am Dollar Bills. Most people don't even know what my first name is. I'm just going to go, I'm Dollar Bills.
It's Dala.
Dollar Bill. Yeah, right? Dollar Bills everywhere. Although in a lot of places, Dollar Bills is somewhat difficult to get. So there's an entire nation, a Dollar Bills nation,
Dollar Bills
Oh,
Nation.
where
yeah,
you can
of course.
find me.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter,
You can
stuff
use
like that.
The Dollar Bills Fun Bucks. It's really only usable in the nation.
It's really just everyone's faith in the government, which right now pretty valueless. But coming up in the world, buy it now, buy it cheap, and then eventually it'll be worth a lot of money.
Hello.
So I want to thank everybody out there in podcast land for listening, and remember, Wreck or get wrecked.